We are excited for our next guest. He is a 12-time NBA All-Star and 2-time Olympic gold medalist. And now Chris Paul has written a new memoir, 61, celebrating the life and lessons of his grandfather, known as Papa Chili. Chris, thank you for joining us this morning. Give it up for Chris Paul, everybody. Yes. Now, I'm driving in this morning, and we have the ticker tape thing outside of our building.
What did it say?
And I see this potential blockbuster deal between you and Bradley Beal that may take you from Phoenix to Washington and vice versa. I was surprised. What are your first thoughts on that?
I was surprised too. I found out on the plane yesterday flying here for this. You know, in this league, anything can happen, so you just figure out what's next.
You literally found out on the plane?
Absolutely.
Wow.
What was your first reaction?
Don't push him any further. He's trying to be nice about
Yeah, he
it.
is, right?
Yeah. What's happening?
We actually have some video from your first national interview. You were talking to Robin Roberts, just 17 years old at the time. This is back in 2002.
Oh, man.
Talking about Papa Chili and how he had been killed during a robbery attack. And he was 61 years old. Right after that, you go on to score 61 points in a high school basketball game. What was that achievement like for you, honoring him in that way?
It was unbelievable. My grandfather was my best friend. I lost my grandmother when I was 7 to lung cancer. And when you have a best friend like that, it's everything. And the way he was taken away from me, and to score 61 points the day after his funeral, and actually come here right after that. That was the first time I'd ever did some type of like national interview, and I was so nervous. I remember I had water and I was shaking, but Robin Roberts, she was amazing. And it's crazy how life comes full circle.
Tell us more about the lessons he taught you.
Oh man, my grandfather taught me everything. He taught me discipline, taught me about hard work. He had the first black-owned service station in North Carolina, so I used to change tires, check oil, do all these different things. And he just always showed me and my brother the work, right? Regardless what happens, the results and everything, it's just all about the work.
What a gift to have a best friend as your grandfather.
He was special. He was definitely that.
And we see all that he put in you, because you've shown us through your work on the basketball court in 18 seasons. And a lot of people look at your success now, and they think, oh, it's always been that way. But you didn't make the varsity basketball team until your junior year. So what would you like to say to your varsity coach right now?
Coach Layton. Coach David Layton, man, I tell you, thank you. Yeah. First and foremost, I say thank you, because sometimes you can be given things just a little bit too early. So it humbled me. You know, my dad was right there too. I played JV as a freshman. My sophomore year, Coach said he put me on varsity, but I wasn't getting the game. I had an older brother too who was on varsity those 2 years, but it humbled me. I practiced with the JV and the varsity every single day, right? And so on JV, I got a chance to hone my confidence, to really build myself up. And then my junior year, I was ready. So Coach Layton, I appreciate you. You know that.
Kids can keep you humble too. Are your kids still watching you after 18 seasons?
They do. I have a 14-year-old son who's at basketball camp and a 10-year-old daughter. They are everything. And my daughter just started watching my games probably a year ago. A year ago. She just got into basketball maybe like 2 years ago, and it's been cool because they're two totally different kids, but you just understand so much in life when you have kids.
We're celebrating Juneteenth, of course, today. And last year, President Biden appointed you to the advisory board for HBCUs. Why was it important for you to be a part of that?
And it was very important. I'm born and raised in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, so I grew up around a lot of different HBCUs, and so happy Juneteenth to everyone. But I actually graduated from Winston-Salem State University back in December, and it's just been really cool for me because as a kid, you only know what you know. And so when I started growing up and learning why HBCUs were so important and why they are underfunded, I wanted to try to help as much as I could.
And thank you for that, being a product of the HBCU, and I know all the support that you've been doing, all the things you wear to highlight it. So Thank you, and congratulations on this book. I think this book is going to be a great lesson for so many out there who see you and know that they can learn a lot from the way that you were raised by your grandfather.
And I appreciate it, Mike. Thank y'all so much for having me.
All right, great to see you, Chris. And you haven't changed since that first interview with Robert Roberts. 61. It hit bookstores tomorrow, and you can order it online today. Make sure you do that, everybody.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.